right. So next, you guys, I want to pass it off to Ashley and see if Ashley can share. She is a mama, and I don't know if her kids are awake, but Ashley, are you able to share, my friend?
I have one kiddo who's awake and I'm about to run out the door to grab the other two from preschool. So I've got a couple minutes. Perfect
Okay,
timing.
perfect. Thank
So,
you.
you guys, I am like Daryl is this close and Victoria is this close to all these milestones. I'm literally this close to my first six figures. I'm at $98,000 doing this, which is incredible. Like it feels insane. Like Daryl said, it feels surreal, you guys. I'm a hot mess mama. I put this in the pockets of my day. I had been in healthcare for 15 years. My oldest daughter is 5 years old. I knew nothing other than like, you go to work, you leave your kids. I had so much mom guilt. I missed the first 4 Christmases of my oldest daughter's life, and it broke my heart. But I didn't know that there was any other way. I've always been super independent, all about out there picking up overtime, climbing those ladders until I had kids. And then I was like, how in the world am I supposed to leave this tiny little baby at the daycare? Like I didn't have kids for somebody else to raise them. So my final straw was after baby number 3. I was still working full time. And it kind of just dawned on me that this isn't the American dream. Like I'm busting my butt, I'm picking up all the overtime, but I'm still drowning in debt. I'm still drowning in all this mom guilt. So what's the point? Like why? And then my last straw was my son needed a medical procedure that insurance didn't cover and I didn't have the money. I had to ask my mom to borrow money and it was the worst feeling in the world, just not being able to provide for my kids. So I vowed like right then and there, like I'll get a second job, I'll get a third job, I'll do whatever it takes. But man, wouldn't it be nice if I didn't have to do all that? Like, wouldn't it be nice to figure out some way that I could bring in some extra income? If I could find something that would literally just make me an extra $600 a month, that was going to pay my daughter's school tuition and that was going to pay my car payment, which was going to make it possible for me to cut back to part-time and be more present as a mom. So I had no idea. That was my goal, you guys. That was my goal. And honestly, I didn't have such high hopes because this was a brand new world to me. I had no experience in this. I had no idea that when I started this, that I'd be having $10,000 and $20,000 months as a stay-at-home mom. So I started this in September of last year. I've been doing this for 11 months. And it's just crazy. I started in September. I quit my job in October. I was present in December for the first Christmas since being a mom. I got to see my son's first steps. I've seen every field trip, every doctor appointment, every birthday for my kids. And I never got that before. I was working 12-hour shifts. I was sneaking out the door at 5 a.m. My husband was getting them up. He was getting my daughter off to preschool. I was lucky if I maybe got to see my kids 20 minutes a day. Like silly little things that I'm sure sound silly and little to other people are so big to me. Like getting to make pancakes with my kids in the morning and just getting to chat with my daughter on her way to school or be the one to pick her up. I never got that before. So I truthfully didn't even realize like how much I was missing until I'm getting to experience it like this. I've never imagined flexibility like this was anywhere in the cards for me. And I love this when I say like flexible. Yeah, it's a 2-hour workday, but like I've got 3 kids under the age of 5. I have to split that up. So I'll listen to our daily video. They're short, they're bite sized, they're about 5 to 10 minutes long. I listen to that while I'm doing dishes in the morning. I get my husband out the door for work. I get my daughter out the door for preschool. I do dishes and I listen to our training video. Then I make a piece of content while my son's taking a nap. And then I'm about to run out the door and sit in the school pickup line and I'll make another piece of content. I make this work around the life that I want because I never again want to miss any of those moments. So I just want to like hopefully inspire you guys that myself as a person has changed so much. Yes, I've made $98,000 and it's been the biggest blessing, but I actually get to be like that hands-on mom. I can sit on the floor and be present with my kids because I'm not so stressed and overwhelmed. I'm not constantly snapping at them. I'm not nagging at my husband all the time. This has given me like something that I've never even saw in the stars for me. So you guys, just in the last 6 months alone, I've paid off $30,000 worth of debt. I paid off my Suburban 3 years early. And I just want you guys to know, like, there is somebody out there, so many people out there waiting to relate to you and your story. So don't look at other people's success and be like, oh man, it must be nice. It is nice and you deserve it. Every single one of you deserves it. to know that your time is valuable, and there is a way that you can pick and choose what you do with your time, and you can make that work for you. You can be present and provide, and you don't have to pick between the two anymore.
Oh, I love that. And I just want to, I want you to share one thing that I think is so inspiring. And that is, I love the car thing where you know, are able to literally do this business, you know, when you're in the car waiting for your children. And so you don't have to sacrifice that time.
Yeah.
Can you share that real quick before you go? Because I know you got to go, but
Yeah, it's literally just that flexibility. I make content in the school pickup line. I literally do this. I will never again. I can confidently tell you, I will never again miss a moment. I heard about this from Victoria. I purchased from Victoria, and I told her before I started this, I'm gonna see my son's first step. And I was there, and I caught it on camera, and I sent her a video, and we laughed about it. I cried about it. Okay, but I can tell you, like, we're getting ready to go on vacation at the end of the month. And if my family says, hey, mom, we want to go down to the pool, I can literally be like, okay. And in the car on the way down there, I can make my 60-second piece of content. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be like, oh, I have to do some office work. I'll catch up in a couple hours. This goes with me anywhere, everywhere, like literally around the life that I want.
so powerful, isn't it? So powerful. So thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. And let us know when you hit 100K. We want
Oh,
to celebrate with you.
thank you.
Yeah.